off day yesterday to kind of regroup. You know what? It's been a very good start to this homestand. A 12-game homestand. They've taken the first two series. Now a 4-2 record leading into tonight's first game against the Texas Rangers. And, of course, the Rangers rolled into the Big A atop the American League West. They've got a 4.5-game lead over the Angels, a 10-game lead over the A's, 15-game lead over the Seattle Mariners. And, of course, the big story is that Vladimir Guerrero back here at the Big A, this time wearing the blue and red of the Texas Rangers. Hi, everyone, from inside the Big A. Victor Rojas along with Mark Kubica. Glad you could join us once again for Angels baseball. Very fun matchup, considering that these two ball clubs have only met twice. That's it, twice. Back in Arlington, the Rangers taking the first two games of this series, but you just never know what's going to happen in baseball.
Yeah, Victor, Mike Scioscia and the rest of the players on the Angels can downplay the series, but everyone's excited about it. An opportunity to play against the Texas Rangers, probably the hottest team of all of baseball. They got two of the most dynamic hitters in baseball in Hamilton and Vlad Guerrero, and you see what they've done in their last 10 series, 8-1-1 apiece. They've both been scoring runs, they've both been pitching very well, and both capable of hitting home runs. So it should be a great ball game. Teams that, don't really like each other. They've had some bench clearing brawls over the year. This should be a great matchup here tonight. And, of course, hopefully Angels win game one so they can win the series.
Yeah, the Rangers 20-5 in the month of June. Tonight, Scott Feldman will be towing the slab for the Texas Rangers, while the veteran sinker baller Yoel Pinheiro will be going for the Angels. It's game one of the three-game set between the Angels and the Texas Rangers. Sit back and relax. We've got lineups and first pitch when we return. America, and by Shakey's Pizza. Who holds the record for the most innings pitched in a Major League season? Go to Shakey's.com/trivia. That is a live shot of Yoel Pinheiro taking the mound. We are inside the Big A, ready for game one of this three-game set between the Halos and the Texas Rangers. And as always, this game is presented in breathtaking high definition by Time Warner Cable. Let's take a look at the lineups for the Texas Rangers, who roll into this one in first place in the American League West, a 46-29 record. Ron Washington at the helm. This is the lineup that he'll run out tonight. Elvis Andrus leading things off. He is at shortstop. Michael Young at third base. Ian Kinsler at second. Vladimir Guerrero in his first game back wearing a Rangers uniform is the DH cleanup man. Josh Hamilton, well, he's got a little bit of a hitting streak going. It's 21 games right now. Nelson Cruz in right. Justin Smoke, the rookie first baseman, batting seventh. Matt Trainer doing the catching, batting eighth. And Julio Borbo batting ninth and playing center field, facing the right-hander, Yoel Pinheiro, who has pitched a lot better of late. He had a very good outing against the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Well, he works that fastball so well. All the other pitches, he work off that sink on the fastball. He will throw the cut fastball inside to left-handed batters, but staying down in the zone, using that curveball and a slider. Very good straight changeup and a split-finger fastball. Fields his position exceptionally well. Very tough to steal against.
Here's a look at the Home Depot doing more on defense for the Angels. You've got Juan Rivera in left, Torrey Hunter in center, Bobby Abreu's in right. In the infield from third to first, Kevin Franzen, Eric Ibar, Howie Kendrick, and Mike Napoli, with Jeff Mathis doing the catching tonight.
And expect Eric Ibar to get a lot of action there at shortstop. Pinheiro gets a lot of ground ball outs, and Ibar covers a ton of ground. Looks like he's healthy now. The smile's back. The knee has recovered. Big important part of this defense for the Halos.
These two teams have met just twice this year, with the Rangers taking both games, both one-run decisions in Arlington. It was back on May 17th and 18th. Angels now have lost 8 of their last 11 in Arlington. These two teams equally matched over the last couple of years as Pinheiro delivers a strike and the count evens now. The series has been close since 2006. Halos just 3 games better, 40-37. Andrus takes the pitch low, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Ron Washington just getting ready to pop in a mouthful of seeds. Just kicking back at first place. Doing a nice job at the helm there as that one is lifted in the air to left. Juan Rivera comes in and makes the grab, and there is out number 1.
Always a good idea to keep him off the base path. 21 stolen bases. He can do a lot of things. A lot more patient at the plate this season. Seeing a lot more pitches. And when it's a lazy fly ball to Juan Rivera, always good to get him off the bases.
There's Michael Young, the franchise leader in base hits. Became that later back on June 16th against the Florida Marlins. A guy that you could pencil in usually for 200 hits a year. 300 average as Pinheiro misses outside. He's hitting .316 this year with 11 home runs and 51 runs batted in. Tap and foul. It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, that baseball moved a lot. Mathis was set on the outside part of the plate. That ball ran in, and Michael Young hit that one off his foot. It's a good sign for Pinheiro to have that type of movement.
One from Pinheiro. It is inside, 2 balls and a strike. And I mentioned the outing against the Dodgers for Pinheiro because he had to face them twice in a 3-start span. That doesn't usually bode well for a pitcher who had success with them the first time, and he came back and did the exact same thing, allowing just 1 run as this one's dribbled foul. Went 7 1/3 on the 23rd of June. This after going that complete game at Chavez Ravine.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of facing a club that shortly there after having success against them. You play mind games with yourself. You think, what adjustments should I make against them? Well, you should allow the hitter to make the adjustments to you first before you do that.
2-2. Check swing. He went around, says Bruce Dreckman, and there's out number 2.
What a great snap on this slider against Michael Young. He doesn't have many bad at-bats, but this particular bat had some tough swings against Pinheiro. A couple of choppers, pulled him foul, and then he half swing at a slider.
Yoel's not necessarily a strikeout pitcher, but over the last 3 starts, his strikeout to walk
ratio has been phenomenal. 7 punch outs, 1 walk against the Dodgers, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk against Milwaukee, and then he followed that up with 5 and 1 as Kinsler gets a hold of one to deep left center field, and the Rangers are up 1-0. Third home run of the year for Ian Kinsler. The 11th home run allowed by Pinheiro.
Number 27.
Texas is up 1-0.
Vladimir Guerrero.
Great ovation for Vladdy. Talked about him at length back in May when we were in Arlington about how odd it did look to see him in a Texas Rangers uniform. But 6 years here in Southern California, great numbers. 319 average in those 6 years, 173 home runs, 616 RBIs, plus an MVP.
Great guy, too. Just a huge influence in that clubhouse, too, for the Angels. Fun guy to be around.
Always an Angel. Minds of everybody here in the ballpark. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Did not go, says Paul Emmel, the first base umpire. 2-2 now.
Well, Ian Kinsler jumped over that high fastball to hit that home run before Vlad came up. Guessing fastball, guessing up in the zone. It doesn't happen too often with Pinheiro, but he took advantage of that pitch.
Reaching out and flipping it to center field. Torrey Hunter coming on, can't get it. It falls in for a base hit. You don't see that too often. Vladdy just one-handed putting the ball in play and getting a knock out of it.
Pitch about 2 inches off the ground. Really, when you look at how do you pitch to Vlad Guerrero, you just try to throw it as far off the plate as you possibly can, because that's a perfect pitch, and he still gets a base hit with it.
So after Pinheiro got the fly ball by Andrus and the strikeout of Michael Young, he's given up the home run and now the base hit. And now facing one of the hottest hitters in all of baseball, Josh Hamilton. His batting average up to 346, 18 home runs, 57 runs batted in. He's in the midst of a 21-game hitting streak. That ties Jose Guillen for the longest in the big leagues this year.
Well, you can tell when a guy's seeing the ball so well, he just tracked that baseball just off the outside corner. When a left-handed batter's struggling, he'll swing at that pitch and roll it over and hit it to second base. But he saw that was about a few inches off the plate and took it.
2-0. That's out to left field. Juan Rivera chasing this one down to the backhand and makes the catch on that sinking liner off the bat of Hamilton. There's the third out. But the Rangers strike first. They get the Ian Kinsler home run. As we head to the bottom of the first, Texas is up 1-0. Tori in center, Hideki Matsui at DH, Juan Rivera is in left, Mike Napoli at first base, Kevin Franzen over at third base, Jeff Mathis is doing the catching. Halos grand slams the last 2 games, facing Scott Feldman, who last year had a remarkable campaign, was rewarded in the offseason with an extension of his contract, but he has scuffled this year.
Yeah, he's been inconsistent, giving up a lot of hits, 115 hits in 89 and 2/3. His sinker's not going quite as well. 88 to 92 on that fastball. There's a cut fastball. Also, will throw a curveball and a changeup.
And it's difficult for a guy that relies on not only that cut fastball, but that sinker. If he's not sinking the ball, that breaking pitch of his is not that good. It's not a primary pitch as Ibar slaps the first pitch foul. Mentioned the great year he had last year. At one point, was on the verge of going for 20 victories. It kind of derailed toward the end of the season. Finished off 17-8 with a 4.08 ERA. Ibar fouls that one off, and it's no balls, 2 strikes. Eric had a two-hit game, on Sunday. A couple of base hits. His first 2 since coming off. Wasn't on the DL, but coming off the bench. This was a chopper towards short. Andrus going to charge it. Fields it. Throws off balance. Ibar is safe with an infield single. Boy, nice play by Elvis Andrus, the shortstop. Nothing else that he could do. That's about as good a play as shortstop's going to make on a speedy runner. Ron Washington's going to have a little conversation with Paul Emmel.
Wow. Well, how quick was Ibar getting down the line, too, which is a great sign coming back from that knee injury he had on that collision at second base. Andrus made a great play. Strong throw also, as he clearly did beat the ball down the line.
Bang, bang, but looked like the foot just did touch ahead of the ball making contact with the glove. So a man on. It's an infield single for Ibar. Here's Howie Kendrick. We'll take that first pitch in there for a strike. Howie was 1 for 5 Sunday. Base hit in the first inning. His average of 273, 7 home runs, and 48 runs batted in.
Feldman, for being a tall pitcher, very quick to the plate. He's 118 to 131 as far as times to the plate. Base stealers, 7 stolen bases, 7 caught stealing with Trainer catching him. So he does a good job at negating the running game for being that tall.
One ball, 1 strike on Kendrick with Ibar at first, and it's 2-1. There's that breaking pitch.
Seems to be from that arm angle, it'd be tough for Scott Feldman to be consistent with that slider. He's going to rely a lot on that cut fastball and fastball. And Mike Maddox has done a great job as far as his philosophy is throwing that first pitch strike, staying down in his zone, pitch to contact. He does have some pitchers in the staff that can get the strikeout when need be.
Ibar goes. Kendrick flips into right field. That's going to fall for a base hit in front of Cruz. Ibar all the way to third. The hit and run works to perfection. Ibar's coming home. The throw, not in time. Ibar touches the plane for tight and one. The minute the throw went to second base, Ibar kept coming home. Appears to be all right after making contact with Matt Trainer. And it's just going to be that type of series.
Oh, you love that aggressiveness from Ibar. It looked like he hit his head into the shin guard of Trainer at home plate as he had to jump up for that baseball. Caught Kinsler by surprise. Really nothing Trainer can do on that throw. Pretty good collision, though, between Ibar as he tried to slide head first by him. That's some great base running. Look at that. Just look, you saw him throw into second base and then try to slide right into his head, right into the shin guard.
And actually, no tag was applied, and Ibar didn't touch the plate. So for a moment there, for a brief moment, Bruce Dreckman didn't make a call until Eric reached back and touched home plate. That's when the run came across. You see Dreckman with no call up until that point.
Well, Howard Expo had a perfect view of that play at the plate. And of course, you mentioned that, Victor. Ibar reaching back to the plate and tagging it.
So back-to-back hits to start this one for the Halos here in the bottom of the first.
Well, this game's already fun. It's only the first inning. A home run by Kinsler. Of course, aggressive base running. The Angels go hit and run. Howie did a great job of putting in play. And Ibar, this outstanding base running.
Bobby into left field. Josh Hamilton got a good jump on that one. Makes the catch for the first out. Defensively for the Texas Rangers, Hamilton in left, Borgona center. You just saw Cruz in right, Michael Young at the third, Elvis Anderson shortstop, Ian Kinsler at second, Justin Smoke at first with Matt Schrader doing the catching.
Well, you saw Josh Hamilton in the perfect position to make that play on Bobby Abreu. He's got one of the strongest arms in the outfield in any baseball club, and of course he has the ability to play center field, now playing left. Great range too.
So here's Torrey. Go to first. Howie Kendrick's getting a credit for an RBI on that play. His 49th of the year. It's kind of an odd type of ruling. There's no error, but Ibar clearly was stopping at third base. Torrey fouls that one off a shin guard. It's no balls and a strike. I'm sure Howie will take it, though.
No question about it. It was very aggressive base running, though.
No balls and 2 strikes on Torrey. 1 for 4 in Sunday's game. That one hit coming in the 8th inning. That 5-run 8th inning for the Halos. That 10-3 victory over the Rockies. Angels taking 2 of 3 against the Dodgers a week ago. That series started a week ago tonight. And 2 of 3 from Colorado over the weekend. Howie's back.
Howie with a little movement as far as trying to get his lead to see if Feldman was noticing him trying to stretch out that lead just in case he's going to go at some point. Your lead, better an opportunity to get a jump.
Oh, 2. Breaking ball lined into center field. A base hit. 3rd hit of the inning. And it puts 2 men on with 1 away, and Hideki Matsui coming up.
Feldman giving up a lot of hits this season. Not able to control and snap off that slider, spinning it up there. That's a pitch that he wanted off the outside part of the plate. Instead, it was over the middle of the plate. And Torrey hit the ball up the middle for a base hit. Good adjustment by Torrey on that bad slider by Feldman.
So Kendrick at second, Hunter at first, Matsui at the plate. .262 average with 10 home runs, 46 RBIs. Matsui had that grand slam in Saturday night's game. Accounting for all of the runs the Halos scored. That 4-2 victory over Colorado and Aaron Cook.
Well, that was nearly 4-1. I'm sure Scott Feldman, when he threw that cut fastball, that stayed true on the inside part of the plate. And Matsui realizing he just missed his pitch to drive. You can see it. He's taking his time to get back in the batter's box.
That's fouled back into the left. 0-2 the count. Angels were very good over the weekend with men in scoring position. Hit .304 in that series against the Rockies overall. .272 average. Second consecutive batter in which Feldman's gotten ahead at no balls and 2 strikes. Missed outside, 1-2. Feldman coming off a start in which took a no decision. Pitching 6 innings, giving up 5 runs, all earned on 12 hits against the Pittsburgh Pirates. The 1-2. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You can see those numbers for Matsui in the month of June. 440 with men in scoring position. A lot more comfortable in this month than he was in May when he was pulling off pitches.
Count remains at 2-2.
Well, there's been 3 pitches that Matsui just missed, hitting hard against Feldman in this at bat alone.
Another 2-2. And Matsui goes down swinging on that breaking pitch. There's out number 2. First punch out for Feldman.
Good job by Feldman on this breaking pitch right here. Took a little off it. Good snap action on that curveball at 78 miles an hour. Had Matsui out in front.
So Rivera steps in with 2 outs. Kendrick at second, Hunter at first. Vaughn had 1 hit in the game on Sunday. 1 for 4. It was an RBI double. Just have not been able to put a string of at-bats or games together in which he could get that batting average up. He's been hovering in that 235, 245 range for a good chunk of the season. Unable to get on that hot streak that we saw Mike Napoli get on in the month of May.
It looked like at times he was making that adjustment, hit the ball to right center field. He's still looking for something middle in.
He's ahead of the count at 2 balls and no strikes.
Should be a fastball. The thing, if you look at Josh Hamilton in left field, he plays a very shallow left field. You see him right there, really shallow. He must feel confident in his ability to go back on the baseball because a fastball count. Feldman makes a mistake, and this is a chance for Juan Rivera to crush one to left.
All 3 guys in the outfield for Texas can run as Rivera bounces this one foul. It's 2-1. Ian Kinsler put Texas up 1-0 in the first with his 3rd home run of the year. The Angels have tied things up, looking for more here at the bottom of the first. 2-1 on the ground foul. 2-2.
Seems to be that Juan Rivera is drifting out front just enough where he's not getting a good part of the bat on the baseball right now. He's got to stay back a little bit longer to be able to center up the baseball and drive it.
Two. Breaking ball out towards left center field. Bogon got a good read on it, makes the catch, and there's the 3rd out. But the Halos tie things up. They get a run on 3 hits. They leave a couple of them on, and because of the legs of this guy, Eric Ibar, we played 1 complete. We're tied at 1 apiece. Top of the second, tied at 1 apiece. Take a look at the Hyundai keys to the game for Yoel Pinheiro.
Diver down, a little Van Halen reference. Work down in the strike zone. This Texas ball club prefers the fastball and breaking pitches up in the strike zone, stay down the knees, get ground ball after ground ball.
Well, we saw that in that first inning with that home run by Ian Kinsler. Here's Nelson Cruz to lead things off, and he'll swing at that first pitch. Foul it back. Cruz, Smoke, and Trainer. 6, 7, and 8. Texas. Cruz twice has been on the disabled list this year. Hamstring problems, but still putting up very good numbers. 323 average with 10 home runs. 39 RBIs as he skies this one to left. Playable for Rivera. Here's out number 1. And here in the early going, not what you want to see from Yoel Pinheiro. You've seen 3 fly ball outs.
It was funny. I was just looking at it, thinking of down with the ground ball, sinking fastball. A couple sliders that were elevated that they popped up, and of course the fastball that was up to Kinsler out of the ballpark. But Pinheiro has shown the ability to make adjustments during the course of the game to work down in that strike zone.
Justin Smoke the batter, and he'll take a fastball first strike. Switch hitting first baseman. Hitting 225 with 8 home runs, 34 runs batted in. Quickly in the hole, and no balls and 2 strikes. Smoke leads all American League rookies with 36 walks, ranked second with the home runs, RBIs. Also runs scored as that pitch just missed inside. There's that 2-seamer. And it is 1 and 2.
Well, that didn't miss by much. There was a lot of late movement on that fastball.
Two and 2 now. Pinheiro with a windup in the 2-2. Smoke goes down looking on a fastball, catching the corner. There's out number 2. Second punch out for Yoel.
What great movement on this 2-seam fastball. Starts in at the hip of the left-handed batter and catches the corner at 88. Late movement on that fastball.
Here's Trainer, the catcher. He'll take a strike. Trainer hitting 234 with 5 home runs and 23 runs batted in. Picked up in a trade with Milwaukee late March. Rangers looking for some depth, and lo and behold, he's gotten a pretty good opportunity to spend some time playing in the big leagues. Max Ramirez, the other catcher. Texas with Saltalamacchia struggling with injuries. His Trainer has a 2-out knock.
He's swung the bat pretty well for the Rangers with 5 home runs, 5 doubles, and a triple. So a pretty good swing there out over the plate. Hits the ball hard in the hole.
Well, in that lineup, you don't really worry a whole lot about the production from the catcher spot. You got the other guys, the better part of that lineup to pull up the slack for you. As long as you catch and call a good game, limit the running game as much as possible, you're doing your job.
I think that's, my opinion, that's what it should be. Any offense you get out of your catcher is a plus. It's all about calling the game, working with your starting pitchers, and of course then your guys out of the bullpen. Calling the game, good quick release for would-be base stealers. Controlling the action during the course of the game is the most important thing for a catcher.
1-0 to Bourbon. That's out to center. Torrey breaking to his right and back, makes the catch, and there's the 3rd out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. Here's the Big A, tied at 1. Bottom third. Do it for the Halos here against Scott Feldman, Mike Napoli, Kevin Franzen, and Jeff Mathis. Halos scoring a run on 3 hits in that first inning. Texas getting a run on the Ian Kinsler home run. Feldman did pick up a strikeout, and that was at Matsui in that first. First pitch to Napoli. It's a fastball in there for a strike. Mike has had some success against Scott Feldman in his career, 10 for 18.
That's pretty good. That's seeing the ball well against a pitcher.
Affirmative. Takes that one low, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Overall, 251 average, a team leader in home runs with 13 and 31 RBIs. Skies this one to center. Orbone breaks back, now comes in a couple of steps. Put it away for the first out. Napoli's 13th home run came on Sunday. Of course, this is a big series. Torrey Hunter talked to Michael Lees before the game. This is what he had to say about this series with Texas.
It's a big series. These are our rivals, and those guys are hot, man. They're playing good baseball, and we're playing good baseball, and we still can't seem to catch up with those guys. So that's how hot they really are. And we're just going to go out there and just, worry about ourselves and get the job done today.
He could talk about it. I mean, this obviously is a pretty big rivalry right now. There's no question about it. Texas feels pretty good about themselves. So the Angels are staying within, closing in distance on them here. Great series right here. An opportunity to be able to make a move and get closer on the Texas Rangers. As good as they've been in the month of June, 20-5, but the Angels is 17-8 right behind them. Similar eerie feeling of 2002 when Oakland had that great run and they couldn't get away from the Angels. Of course, the Angels stayed close enough and ended up winning the World Series that year.
Well, Feldman's gotten the first 2 batters here. To start the second, Jeff Mathis, 9th place hitter. Catcher steps in, 241 average with the home run and 5 RBIs, and he'll look at a fastball for a strike. Quickly 0-2. Mathis just missing that pitch. Jeff had a rough afternoon Sunday against Colorado. Went 0 for 4 with 4 punch-outs. Did he go? Nope, says Paul Emmel.
But defensively, very good game for Jeff. Made that play at third base on Giambi. At that point, it was 2-0 there with man on second, no outs. Makes that play on the pitch in the dirt. Changed the course of that game. Defensively, very, very good.
This one is popped up on the infield. Trainer makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Feldman and the Rangers. 2 complete here at the Big A. Still knotted at 1. Rangers have the top of their order due up here in the third inning. Andrus, Young, and Kinsler in a 1-1 tie. Ruel Pinheiro with a couple of strikeouts, no walks, 3 hits allowed thus far. Andrus hit a fly ball to left at his first AB, so he's 0 for 1 as he looks at a fastball for a strike. Both guys just about even as far as pitchers thrown. Now even with that pitch, 31 pitches. Pinheiro 19 strikes, Feldman 22 strikes. Just missed inside. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Pretty good sophomore year for Elvis Andrus after having a pretty good big league year in his rookie campaign last year for Texas. Takes that pitch for a strike, looking back to Bruce Streckford. Doesn't like the call. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I always wonder what a hitter asked an umpire there. Was it inside? Was it down? Well, he called it a strike, so clearly he thought it was in the strike zone on the inside corner and at the knees.
Missed outside. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Seems logical. I'm sure that made you as a pitcher very happy.
Yep. That means he didn't have an idea where the strike zone was if he's asking where it was.
This one's lined into center field for a base hit. A 2-strike base hit to start this inning off. Brings up Michael Young. Hey, fans, save 50% off tickets in select seating areas for the Thursday, July 1st through Saturday, July 3rd home games by using the password USA at angelsbaseball.com or the Angel Stadium ticket window. In honor of Team USA's nice run, valiant effort in the World Cup, coupled with 4th of July on Sunday.
Good point. 4th of July, good run.
This one out towards center field. Torrey tracks it down for the first out. So Young is 0 for 2. Yet another fly ball out.
Andrus, very good speed. 21 stolen bases. Pinheiro, one of the best right-handed pitchers as far as negating the running game, has not allowed a stolen base this season. Quick to the plate, good move, holds the baseball very well.
Andrus has been caught 9 times as well. The first pitch is low. Kinsler saw the first pitch and deposited beyond the left field wall and left center field. The first inning. At that point, put Texas up 1-0. The Angels signed up at the bottom of the first. 1-0. Snap throw to first base, and Napoli just digs it out of the dirt. Two balls and no strikes. Rangers coming to the big A after taking 2 of 3 from the Houston Astros. This one's yanked into left field, and that's a base hit. Rivera cuts it off. The throw goes towards third base. And Andrus slides through the bag. Franzen turned around to see where Kinsler was at. I'm very surprised Kinsler stopped it first, with the throw going all the way to third base.
Especially in Vlad Guerrero coming up, who will hit ground balls into double play. 7 of them this season. One did a nice job of cutting off, throwing into third base. And Andrus slid by the base. Still, the double play is in order. Pinheiro has not got a ground ball at an infielder yet, but this is the perfect time.
Vladdy had that base hit to center field the first inning, so 1 for 1 is Guerrero.
Some great numbers when you think about the players compared to Vlad, the all-time greats in the game.
Nice dig by Mathis. The count evens at 1-1 strike.
I think Mathis wanted that fastball elevated in the strike zone. Instead, Pinheiro threw that ball in the dirt. So far, hasn't hit the spots with the fastball. Pinheiro hasn't. Still an opportunity to get a ground ball, add an infielder, and get through the inning.
Got to pay attention to Kinsler because he will run as that pitch is inside. It's 2 balls a strike. Kinsler with 7 stolen bases on the year. The Angels play Guerrero pretty much straight up, both on the infield and in the outfield. Franzen deep at third. It's where you have to be with Vladdy at the plate. 2-1. Reaching for this one. Chopper is fouled at the third base line.
Boy, that two-seam fastball starting off the outside corner and catching the corner could be a very effective pitch for Pinheiro against Vlad. He tries to pull that ball. It's been a ground ball rated I-bar.
Two yanked to left. Rivera's coming on and makes the sliding catch. Andrus tags. He will score. It's 2-1 Texas on the sac fly. Nice play out there in left field by Rivera.
Chavez sliding into making a couple good plays so far in this game for Juan Rivera. Sliding in, making that play. That ball gets by him. There's 2 runs scored.
So 2 outs. Kinsler still at first. Here's Josh Hamilton, who had a fly ball to left field. Hamilton coming off the fact that this hit his second longest home run in Rangers ballpark history off Roy Oswalt over the weekend. Jose Canseco still one of the furthest. Paul Sorrento had a extremely long one out to straightaway center field, top of the hill out there. It's pretty good
poke.
No doubt.
Was it 470-foot shot Hamilton hit? That's center to baseball pretty good.
Allegedly. This one's yanked into right field. Make that a 22-game hitting streak. Kinsler's rounding second, heading to third. As the throw is cut off. So not only is it a 22-game hitting streak, Hamilton now with 48 hits in the month of June, most hits a Texas Rangers player in any month.
Again, another pitch is up, another ball hit in the air into the outfield for the Rangers. Talked about the importance for Pinheiro to work down in the strike zone.
So again, runners at the corners, 2-1 Texas here in the third. Nelson Cruz at the plate. He had a fly ball to left in his first AB, so he's 0 for 1. Breaks his bat here and rolls it to Kendrick. He's out number 3, but Texas retakes the lead on the sac fly by Guerrero. We head to the bottom of the third. Rangers up 2-1. Bottom of the third inning. The Halos sending up 1, 2, and 3. Ibar, Kendrick, and Abreu here against Scott Feldman. Ibar had that leadoff single, an infield single in the first inning. Came around to score. And hit and run base hit by Howie Kendrick. Throw from Nelson Cruz going to second base, and Ibar alertly coming home. Kinsler's throw was a little bit high. Eric able to score. We'll take a strike on the corner. It's 0-1.
Not be surprised to see Eric Ibar challenge Michael Young there at third base and try to bunt one down the line.
No balls and 2 strikes. Feldman's been ahead of quite a few hitters in this ball game. He's retired the last 5 in a row since the base hit by Torrey Hunter. That was on an 0-2 pitch itself. 1-2 now.
He's trying to get a better feel for his curveball right now. Establishing that fastball first pitch. Tries to start on the outside part of the plate. Then throws the curveball. He's going to try a fastball inside.
2-2. We've got Feldman and Pinheiro tonight. The major league debut of Omar Beltre for Texas tomorrow, going up against Scott Kazmir. And then on Thursday, C.J. Wilson and Jared Weaver. Rematch of the start mid-May in Arlington. Wilson and Weaver. 2-2 is outside. Full count now. What a long look in for Feldman. He and trainer unable to get on the same page.
When you think 3-2 with Eric Ibar up here, you got to be thinking of lines. You have to throw a fastball. You want to make sure he hits his way on.
And he got him with the fastball. Down goes Ibar. There's out number 1, second strikeout of the game for Feldman. Hey fans, all fans in attendance tomorrow night will receive a free Joe Saunders bobblehead courtesy of Banco Popular. Cheer your Halos on to victory against the Rangers and get a free Saunders bobblehead. Purchase those tickets at angelsbaseball.com.
I don't know if Joe Saunders is going to be able to go to sleep tonight thinking about that bobblehead tomorrow. Look at him. That smile. Saying that is perfect mechanics.
That thing was shot like 3 weeks ago. Joe still looks like that. Still happy like that.
Especially after his last game. Threw the ball very well.
Kendrick, a little tapper back towards Feldman, or pick it up there. Retire him for round number 2. Let's make that 7 in a row retired by Feldman. Seems to be getting locked in a little bit more with that cut fastball, especially to righties. It brings up Bobby Abreu, who's 0 for 1 with a fly ball to left.
He's throwing a lot of strikes. He's thrown 40 pitches in the game so far here with 2 outs in the third. 27 strikes. Again, you don't have to be overpowering. If you can get ahead of the count, you can expand the strike zone. You can be successful.
Feldman, formerly a 30th round pick from the College of San Mateo, Northern California guy. A couple of years ago, sidewinding reliever. The Texas Rangers went down to the minor leagues. They raised that arm angle back up. And all of a sudden, he gained a couple of miles an hour. In the low 90s, cutting it, sinking it. And obviously had a very good year last year. Just trying to get back on track. Bobby takes inside, and it's 3 balls and no strikes.
You see that cut fastball right there was up. Late cut on that fastball, too. Very effective pitch, too, against righties and left-handed batters. 17 wins last season. Very good, and a lot of innings pitched.
3 balls and a strike. Many Angel fans would remember Scott Feldman for an episode at the ballpark in Arlington, August of 2006. It had signed a fight. It was a carryover. There was a lot of bad blood between Adam Kennedy, apparently Gerald Laird, who's now with the Tigers. That pitch is outside, and there's a walk. That started actually here at the Big A. It was a game in which Laird and Kennedy were kind of jawing at each other during the game. The next day, during batting practice, Kennedy came over, and well, he was taking his rounds of hacks, was talking with Laird colorfully while the Rangers were stretching. Brian Jordan, I remember vividly, because I happened to be on the field, came over and just kind of tried to break it up. A little melee ensued there. And, of course, it carried over to that game at Texas. Kevin Gregg was involved in that. Scott Feldman, a lot of hit batters, some suspensions. Kennedy ended up charging Feldman after getting drilled right in the buttocks.
Exactly. Well, that Padilla hit Vlad during the course of that series, too. There was some bad blood, and it continues.
And that is not par for the course for Vicente Padilla?
Yeah, exactly. We see that recently, too, once again.
How about CeCe plucking him over the weekend?
I saw that one.
Different in the National League.
Yes, indeed. What did he hit? Third Jeter? So who he hit? Padilla?
Cano. Torrey fouls this one off to the right. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, blatantly hit Cano. So CeCe says, all right, that's the beauty of the National League. Instead of matching up your second baseman or your best player, I'm just going to take it out on you.
That's why you don't see as many hit batters and that game back and forth in the American League as compared to the National League, because you have to go up there and hit if you're a pitcher. And I don't think it feels too good getting hit with a pitch.
Just outside. It's 2 balls and a strike. Torrey had that base hit to center field the first inning, so he's 1 for 1. Quick throw. Bobby dives in ahead of the tag. There goes Bobby. The pitch is down low. The throw down from Trainer is not in time. It's a stolen base. They wanted a peel, I think, the Rangers do. Doesn't look like they're going to get one. It's 3 balls and a strike.
Pretty good jump for Bobby against Feldman there. He's trying to throw a slider 2-1. Torrey Hunter got a good jump, good pitch to steal on. Now in scoring position with an opportunity for Torrey to tie the game. I think they did call a swing on that one. I thought he did.
So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes then. I mean, I thought he had gone. Clearly looked like he went.
I was thinking they're going to go 3-1. We'll take it. More of a fastball count, 3-1 as compared to 2-2.
Missing low, and it's a full count. Matsui on deck. Bobby Breu representing the tying run at second base. Torrey takes outside, so back-to-back walks with 2 outs here in the third. Mike Maddox is going to come out quickly, especially after retiring those 7 in a row. Seemed like he wanted to nibble a little bit with a Brave. Just kind of got out of whack there against Torrey.
Well, when you're so successful, you're on a roll like that, you might as well trust the movement on your fastball and see if you get another out. Then all of a sudden you fall behind, you walk a batter, you steal a base, and then you walk another. Now you're facing a tough left-hander in Matsui, who's hit the ball so well in the month of June, and lefties are hitting .320 against Feldman. Himself in a situation now, a big inning possibility going against him after 2 quick outs.
Matsui was Feldman's first strikeout victim in the first inning, so 0 for 1. See the splits for Matsui from April to May and then back into June. Having a big month of June. That breaking ball is lined to right field. There's a base hit. Abreu is being waved around. Cruz has a terrific throwing arm, and Abreu is gunned down. I'm not sure if Bobby anticipated being waved home in that situation, but he is gunned down easily. Through 3. Texas still up 2-1. SportsWest.com poll question. Is Vladimir Guerrero a Hall of Famer? Yes or no? Log on to FoxSportsWest.com and cast your vote.
Simple yes.
Rangers sending up the bottom third of their order here in the 4th inning. Smoke, Trainer, and Bourbon after maintaining their 2-1 lead. Courtesy of Nelson Cruz gunning down Bobby Abreu. By the way, as softly as that ball was hit, that wasn't a drilled base hit to right field. You thought for sure easily that Bobby Abreu would score. Smoke puts this one on the ground. Napoli has to get back. Kendrick waits for him. There's out number 1. Take a look at our AT&T trivia question for this evening. Back in '84, Pete Rose broke the Major League record for most career games. Whose record did he break?
Games.
Pie Trainer.
Wow.
There's Matt Trainer.
Oh.
Of no relation.
Historian you are, huh?
The pitch is outside for ball 1. That's just a flat out guess. No clue.
I figure I'll throw Ty Cobb in there just for fun.
Because it's always fun to eject Ty Cobb's name into any conversation.
There you go.
Trainer had a base knock in the 2nd, so he's 1 for 1. Takes that one inside.
Well, again, back to that play, the play with Bobby Abreu. I was kind of hoping they threw home to be able to get a 1st and 3rd situation, but what a throw by Cruz. But it was still a surprise to be able to get Bobby Abreu at home plate on that play, especially Matsui had top hand on that base hit in the right field.
3 balls and no strikes. Julio Bourbon on deck, and he will bat after a 4-pitch walk to Matt Trainer, the catcher. The first walk issued by Figueroa. Trainer is back. Bourbon takes a strike. 0 for 1 with a fly ball to center field.
In the last 21 games, Bourbon hitting the ball very well. The guy that hits the ball on the ground, when he hits fly balls, really, they're going to be caught. Looks to utilize his speed.
One ball, one strike.
Piniero's getting underneath a lot of those sinking fastballs. When you have a sinker ball pitcher with the pitch elevated like that, it means he's dropping his elbow, front shoulder opening up. Mechanics aren't quite as crisp as they have been in the last 4 games, in which he was 4-0 with a 2.08 ERA. But still doing a nice enough job to keep the Angels in the game against a very dangerous lineup.
We've seen him at times not have his best stuff, whether it's the secondary stuff or even the fastball, and still figure things out. Yoel working at a much slower pace than we've grown accustomed to this year. Paying close attention to Matt Trainer. At first, he's got 1 stolen base on the year, trying to keep that double play in order, although Bourbon, with his speed, especially from the left side, very difficult to double up. And now Piñeiro wants to talk things over with Mathis.
Well, that's an indication if you're looking at Piñeiro right now, not real comfortable on the mound, throwing over the Trainer over and stepping off, pitching over to slow down, but he's not going to be necessarily a stolen base. They may put a hit and run on, but he doesn't certainly have a big lead. Get back to your game. Get on top of that fastball, work down in his zone, trust your infielders to make the play. Comfort level certainly hasn't been there early on for Piñeiro.
Is it doubt creeping in there? You've seen the 6 hits, the fly balls. Does doubt start to creep in there?
No question. The reality is every pitch they've hit pretty hard or in the air has been elevated.
There goes Trainer to pitch out to throw down from Mathis. And Trainer's dead to rights. 2 outs. Bourbon swung at the pitch, but that's one of those where you, back in the day, you used to see guys just throw the bat at that baseball, even on a pitch out.
Well, he hit and run, exactly what was put on by Ron Washington. This is a different Ranger ball club we've seen in the past. They're running a lot. 62 stolen bases as a team.
Boy, and that pitch bounced in front of the plate. Bourbon has come down just like that. You're out of this inning. Middle of the 4th. Still 2-1 Texas.
Carl's Jr. Introducing the Hawaiian Teriyaki Chicken Sandwich with grilled pineapple and teriyaki sauce. New at Carl's Jr. Juan Rivera to lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth inning on a beautiful night for baseball here at the Big A. Texas leading it by the score of 2-1, courtesy of the Ian Kinsler home run of Vladimir Guerrero's sac fly. Howie Kendrick getting credit for an RBI with a hit-and-run base hit in the first inning. All the scoring thus far. Rivera, Napoli, Franzen here against Feldman. He's got a couple of strikeouts, a couple of walks. That one up and in. There's ball one. Rivera hit a fly ball to center field. Ended the first inning. He's 0 for 1.
Well, now Juan Rivera, perfect fastball count. Look in the inner half. Crushes baseball if he makes a mistake.
Tracking that one. It's 3 balls and no strikes.
You can guarantee Mike Soch to give Juan Rivera a green light here if he can get a ball to drive.
He'll take a strike, 3-1. Off the end of the bat, down the right field line. Long run over for Cruz. He won't get there. Juan chasing that 3-1 breaking pitch. So the count goes full now.
Fastball away, shook off a couple signs.
3-2. He got him to sky it to center. Bourbon comes jogging in. One away. Go back to our AT&T trivia question. Pete Rose on this day back in '84 broke the Major League record for most career games. Whose record did he break? Carl Yastrzemski. How about that?
Well, it's amazing you knew that one too.
Carl Yastrzemski?
Yeah.
I didn't know you, Carl Yastrzemski. I guess Pie Traynor.
I know.
Who is a Hall of Famer, played 17 years and only had 1,800 plus games under his belt.
That was a good call by you, though.
Mike Napoli takes a strike. He skied from the center himself.
He was the last guy to win the Triple Crown. Was it 67?
69, 68. I'm not doubting you. I'm never doubting you again.
You
67, done. Done. You said the gospel by Gooby.
I think he won the batting title that year with a .301 batting average, too, if I recall right.
I think you're right. This one down into the corner, and it's got a chance, and gone! Big fly for Mike Napoli. Ties this game up at 2.
Tracked that breaking pitch pretty good, Mike Napa did. Kept it fair down the left field line. Ball got out quickly. Wasn't the biggest, longest home run for Napoli, but it counts the same. Got out of there quickly, though.
14th home run of the year, his 32nd RBI. Here's Kevin Franzen, who takes down and away. So Napoli continues to swing the bat well against Feldman. That actually sounded like he broke his back. May have just been that tape or microphone, but
it's one of those, we call it in pitching style, it's a cement mixer breaking pitch. Backs up on you, so he didn't really get the full extension of the bat to be able to crush it, but still so strong to keep that fair and hit it out down the line.
Franzen fouls this one off to the right. It's 2 balls and a strike. Kevin 0 for 1 today with a ground ball to short in the midst of a 7-game hitting streak. It's a 3-1 count with Jeff Mathis on deck. They take low. Third walk issued by Feldman. All three coming in the last inning plus. He's not missing by much.
But it looks like he's trying to be too fine, though. Again, when you come into a game in 89 and 2/3 innings pitch, you're giving up 115 hits. Mentally, you try to be too fine because you're afraid to throw the middle part of the plate. It's going to be hit hard again. But he's got good enough stuff. If he stays down in the strike zone and uses that cut fastball, he could be effective.
Here's Mathis, who popped down in foul territory his first time up. Jeff glancing down to Dino Ebel just in case something is on via the hit and run. Breaking ball, hooked foul. Pulled the trigger just a little bit too soon. No balls and a strike. This one out towards right. Chasing Cruz back. He's there. Makes the catch. We're out number 2. So Francis still at first, and back to the top of the order with Eric Ibar stepping up.
One of those scenarios, too, for Mike Scioscia with Eric Ibar up. Might want to think about sending Franz in at some point early in the count. Worst case scenario, have a fresh count with Eric Ibar up, leading off the next inning. But if he gets in scoring position for Mike Scioscia, Eric Ibar can drive him home and take the lead.
Michael Young playing in on the grass at third. Ibar rolls this one foul. Eric with an infield single and a strikeout. He's also scored a run, so 1 for 2 night this far. Oh, 1 pitch. That's pulled over to Justin Smoke. He'll take it himself. There's out number 3. But the Angels tie things up, courtesy of Mike Napoli's 14th home run of the year. Hooked it right down the line. It's good enough to tie this game up. Through 4. We're knotted at 2. Fifth inning here at the Big A. Top of the order do it for Texas. Andrus, Young, and Kinsler. Here in the fifth to face Joel Pinheiro. Has 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. He's allowed 6 hits. Andrus takes inside. Elvis has 1 of them. A 3rd inning base knock came around to score, so he's 1 for 2. Hey, speaking of leadoff men, by the way, Andrus takes low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Minnesota Twins beat the Tigers 11-4 today. Denard Span, 4 for 4 today. 5 RBIs. His first 3 ABs, 3 triples. It's the first time that's been done in 52 years. Roberto Clemente did it back in 1958. That's a pretty good night, man. And he had 2 triples in 1 inning.
Doing a lot of running.
Now, it's not Fernando Tatis like.
No,
2
but
grand slams against the Ho, Chan Ho Park. That pitch is low, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
That's a lot of exercise in 1 inning. 2
no
triples
doubt.
in an inning.
There's a strike 3-2. I remember meeting Denard's mom at the hotel here at the Doubletree when that earthquake happened that opening week. They had just arrived. They'd only been in Southern California for like 35 minutes. Hey, welcome. to SoCal. What's up? 3-2 out to left field. There's a base hit. Leadoff knock for Andrus. Rivera cuts it off and gets it back in. Time now for our Jaguar game recap. We go back to that first inning with 2 outs. Ian Kinsler, the very first pitch he saw, his 3rd home run of the year for Texas, up 1-0. The Angels in the bottom of the first. Well, his run action, Eric Eibart, with the throw going to second base, decided to come home, and then Mike Kaplan. The Angels down 2-1. Picks up Moose, 14th home run. It ties this game up at 2. Texas comes right back. Their 7th hit. Leadoff man is on. Michael Young, base at the left field. So back-to-back hits for Texas.
The thing, and Andrus has done such a good job of getting on base for the Rangers against the Angels this season alone. 7 for 11 against Angel pitching. Coming in hitting .319 in his career. A guy that can run real well, puts a lot of pressure, makes you throw a lot more fastballs when he's on base. And that's what happened there when Michael Young gets another base hit. Now 1st and 2nd, you get that dangerous part of their lineup coming up for the Rangers.
Kinsler's 2 for 2 with a home run and a single. That's one of the very first and few good sinking fastballs we've seen down in the zone for Pinheiro. Maybe it's a sign of things to come, turning things around here in the middle part of this ball game.
And Kinsler hits a lot of fly balls, doesn't hit many ground balls, but this is a time when Pinheiro, if he can stay down in his zone, he may be able to get that ground ball to get a double play.
Shows bunt, bunts it foul. Almost a half-hearted effort for a bunt for a base hit. Not necessarily a sacrifice. Franzen playing a little bit deeper at third base. Just late getting the bat out there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Odd decision when you're behind the count already 0-1 to do that. Now behind 0-2, give Pinheiro the opportunity to be able to expand the strike zone and get a strikeout. Pinheiro's got to keep his eye on Andrus at second base.
See Andrus leading off at second base. Pinheiro stepping off with Howie coming in. Michael Young's the base runner at first. Runners go. It's a double steal. Andrus picking up his 22nd stolen base. Michael Young picks up his 3rd.
The right pitch to go on a break it pitch in the dirt.
Infield back, and that pitch misses inside. 2-2 now. Napoli's the only guy that's playing in. He's at first.
I feel they don't want to have a situation where the Rangers score a bunch of runs here because they feel they're going to be able to score against Feldman here.
This is ricocheting high off that camera well. Deep into the seats. Two on a ground foul. Anderson Young, the two base runners that led off this fifth inning with back-to-back base hits. Third and second respectively. As Kinsler taps this for foul. Kinsler missing a good chunk of time to start the year. A high ankle sprain that just would not get any better. Finally did. Seeing action now in his 53rd game. Rangers playing their 76th. Mentioned the Angels playing their 79th. 2-2 again. Fastball just missed outside, full count.
See this pitch just off the outside corner. Clock check will show that ball was out of the zone, but a good spot.
Guerrero on deck. And he walked him. So they're loaded up now for Vladdy. Second walk issued by Pinheiro. Mike Butcher's going to go out and pay a visit. Take a look at the U.S. Marines, leaders of the game. Vladimir Guerrero, .319 batting average in 6 years with the Angels. Club record.
Mike Scioscia's not wasting any time going down to the bullpen to get some action going. He notices as well as we do that Pinheiro is not as crisp with that fastball down in the strike zone. And his Texas Ranger club, we talked about it coming into the game. They like that fastball up. They've had some pretty good at-bats against Pinheiro tonight. If ever a time you want that comebacker back to you to go home to first, this is that time.
Guerrero in this one with a single and a sac fly, so he's 1 for 1. The RBI, his 61st of the year. Pinheiro opting to work from the stretch. Takes outside. To ball one. Vladdy's second in the RBI category behind Miguel Cabrera. Josh Hamilton just behind him at 57 coming into today.
I think it's a situation where the Angels would gladly give up that run for a ground ball double play.
One out. Chopper to third. Francis coming home. 5-2 and a takeout. Nice slide by Elvis Andrus. And alertly, Jeff Mathis does not throw the ball. That is textbook baseball and clean. Nice effort on the part of Franzen and both Mathis.
Key is getting that play at the plate. You're still in a situation you can get the double play. High chopper, good throw. Andrews comes in and takes him out. He's able to do so because he can still reach the plate. Clean slide. Still able to reach the plate, still able to take Mathis out there. But Mathis alertly held on to the baseball like you mentioned, Victor. Otherwise, that ball can get on the right field line.
Here's Hamilton. Takes outside. That's one of those throws as a third baseman. You're trying to lead the catcher a little bit up that first base line to kind of give him some momentum to clear that home plate area. But at the end of the day, they got that lead runner. Now it's Getting back to work for Pinheiro. This one on the ground towards first. Napoli over to second. They have no relay. Michael Young scores, and it's 3-2 Texas. They retake the lead on that ground out. Guerrero was retired for the second out of the inning.
And initially they might have had a shot at a double play because it looked like Hamilton had a tough time getting out of the batter's box.
Fielder's choice and an RBI. 58th run batted in for Hamilton. Runners at the corners now. Here's Cruz, who's 0 for 2 with a fly to left and a ground ball to second. He'll take a fastball in for a strike. And back to that play.
See, he stumbled just getting out of the batter's box. Senses an RBI, but had a slight chance at a double play, but then again he got down the line and was able to beat it out. So far, Pinheiro, if he can get through this inning, will be ecstatic only giving up 1 run with bases loaded, no outs.
Without question. Kinsler over at third with Hamilton at first. In the dirt, smothered by Mathis. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
A nice job by Jeff Mathis to be able to move his feet and keep that ball in front of him. Gives your pitcher a lot of confidence to be able to throw your breaking pitch or split finger in the dirt, that you'll have a catcher be able to smother that pitch and not get away from you.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Now it almost hits Cruz. Full count.
Well, once ahead, 0-2. Cruz, he's just Pinheiro is trying to force this sinker. Muscling up on that pitch instead of getting on top of it and trust the movement.
Hamilton goes at 3-2, is out towards center field. Here comes Torrey. How about this job by Pinheiro? Back-to-back hits and a walk, loads him up with nobody out and gets out of it, just allowing a run. Middle of the 5th, 3-2, Texas on top. of the inning, having allowed just 1 run in that frame. It was shaping up to be a huge inning for Texas. The Angels down 3-2 here. Howie Kendrick leads things off against Scott Feldman. Kendrick, Abreu, and Hunter to face Feldman, who has a couple of strikeouts and 3 walks allowed.
I think got to be a little bit patient with Feldman right now. 3 walks in his last 2 innings.
He's fallen behind at 2 balls and no strikes. He's thrown 72 pitches, 41 for strikes, but the ball's starting to creep up there. He's thrown 31 balls. I mentioned those 3 walks. And it's 3 balls and no strikes. There's a strike, 3-1.
The situation now for Howie, look for a fastball. If it's not where you want it, take it.
On the ground to the right side, Kinsler's got it. And Howie's retired for the first out here in the 5th. Hey, sign up today for the 2010 All-Star Game Charity 5K and Fun Run presented by Nike and Sports Authority. All finishers will receive a commemorative All-Star medal and T-shirt when completing the baseball-themed course through the Big A. Sign up today by visiting allstargame.com. All net proceeds from the event will be donated to charities supporting cancer research and education. It's nice to see all the ushers and parking lot attendants all around this great facility wearing those good-looking red All-Star Game shirts. That caught me off guard. So Bray takes a strike.
I'm supposed to be getting some All-Star hats tomorrow. Go along with those shirts. It's good luck.
Well, I hope the swag comes up here. Abreu out toward left center field. Bourbon drifting back on it, makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. I took a page out of your book. If it's free, it's for me, and I'll take 3.
Hey, why wouldn't you?
Isn't that right, T-Rex?
Especially when it comes to cotton candies. Oh, no, it's back. The cotton candy is back.
$183.75. One of these days, we're going to buy one. We'll buy a whole thing, and we'll just 7th inning stretch. How about that? Bring it up here. We'll buy the whole thing. We'll just start tossing them downstairs.
All right. Sounds good to me. You paying for it?
0-1 to Torrey. He fouls this one back to the right. It's no balls, 2 strikes. Torrey's got a base hit and a walk, so he's 1 for 1. Line back up the middle, a base hit. So a 2-out knock.
Well, that's certainly not a way you want to show a youngster how to field your position if you're a pitcher. Throw your pitching head up and line drive up the middle. You want to avoid that. That's why you have that glove. Look at our Honda Exmo. You see that head of the count, too, and right down the middle of the plate. Corey going up with that line drive up the middle. Not only is it good to get that base hit, extends the inning, but also gives Pinheiro an opportunity to catch a breath on that bench after that tough outing there. I mean, tough inning in which he had to fight his way through and he allowed 1 run.
Torrey tried to take the extra base. He was actually standing at second base, but apparently time had been called, so he got set back to first. There's Torrey. It's a valiant effort. Matsui, a strikeout and a single.
Boy, Feldman keeps coming inside with that fastball in the inner half around belt high to Matsui. Matsui continues to get good swings. He got him out that one time swinging in the first inning on a slow curveball in the dirt. Got away with a couple fastballs inside. I'm going to throw over first base against Torrey.
This is what we were talking about here when the baseball was coming back in. Nobody was covering second, so Torrey says, all right, well, I just want to get some wind sprints in. Bill Hogg sent them back to first. Oh, one pitch upstairs. Evens the count.
I think the scouting report for the Rangers against Matsui is try to elevate the fastball in the inner half against them. A lot of fastballs in.
Two-one pitch. Big tight. 3 balls and a strike. Torrey's just a couple of steps off the bag at first and not really in a mode right now to be taking off.
Especially on a 3-1 count here. 2 outs. Your mindset, thought process has got to be on the hitter if you're Feldman.
3-1 out toward deep right, but playable for Nestor Cruz. There's out number 3. Nothing happening for the Angels here in the 5th. 5 in the books. Texas is up 3-2.
Beverage out of the fan's hand, but the other fan made the play. It was worth it. Good play by the fan. That was our Coors Light free scan, brought to you by Frost Brew Coors Light.
That was his buddy, too, and he was giving him a hug. Sorry for the beer showers. This one's lined to left. Rivera got a good jump on it. Tough, too, with the light stranders. Makes the catch, and Justice Smoke is retired on one pitch to start the 6th inning.
Number 15.
Smoke 0 for 3 now. That'll bring up Matt Trainer, who is singled and walked. He's also been thrown out. That was on the botched hit and run. Angels guessing right on that pitch out. From Modern Day High School.
Pretty good program. Basketball, football, baseball.
Sports.
Very good. Very good school.
Takes down low. 2 balls and no strikes. Trainer spent some time with the Tigers organization last year. 2-0 pitch. 3-0.
Well, Trainer on 4 pitches last time up.
Very careful with Matt Trainer. Ouch. Right off the ankle. Matt's had extended time in the big leagues with the Florida Marlins organization. Starting in 2004 up to 2008.
Oh, that got him right around the knee area.
Yeah. Not quite the same sound as Joel Zumaya's arm. The Detroit Tigers believe he's going to be out for an extended period of time.
Well, that was tough to see last night. Zumaya's been having a great season for the Tigers out of their bullpen.
And apparently it's a strikeout. We had the count at 3-1, didn't we?
One of those pitches that was just sinker down, he ended up calling a strike. Here's a fastball that ran again. 86 off the plate, but got the benefit of that call. You know, that late movement on the fastball.
Well, gone, grounding over to first base. Napoli will take it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Pinheiro. That's the first time tonight that he's retired the side in order. Middle of the 6th inning, Texas still leads at 3-2.
Angels baseball is brought to you by AT&T. TV, high-speed internet, home phone, and wireless. Visit at AT&T.com or call 1-800-PIC-AT&T for details. And by your Southern California Ford dealers, where you'll find the new Transit Connect. Check it out at scforddealers.com.
Texas up 3-2 as we start the bottom of the 6th inning here at the Big A. Rivera, Napoli, Franzen against Scott Feldman. 2 strikeouts, 3 walks. He's allowed 6 hits. Juan Rivera is 0 for 2, twice hitting a fly ball to center field. 2 balls and no strikes. Not a whole lot of bite, especially now. I mean, he's thrown 87 pitches on those breaking balls. Saw the mistake he made to Mike Napoli. At that point, tied things up in the 4th inning at 2 apiece. 2-0 pitch. That's fouled off to the right. Just a pretty good pitch. There's a strike on the corner. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, just got word that UCLA just lost to South Carolina in 11 innings. 2-1 pitch. Smoke, a first-round pick by the Rangers out of the University of South Carolina. It was all-time home run record at that school. On the ground, the second. And there's out number 1.
First ever for South Carolina. They only had 2 championships of any kind in their school, and you look at UCLA with well over 100 championships in all their sports they've played there.
So Napoli steps up with 1 out, nobody on.
Now it's time for the Coors Light Cold Hard Blast Cement Mixer, covered by Mike Napoli down the left field line for a solo shot. No reason he can't do it twice.
And Kevin Franzen on his toes in the on-deck circle on that foul ball. One. Napoli out towards right. Cruz is playing deep, is there. 2 outs. So Feldman has retired the first 2 batters here in the 6th inning. He did that in the 5th inning and gave up the base hit to Torrey Hunter. 5 2/3, 6 hits. 2 strikeouts, 3 walks. But for a guy that has not pitched well throughout his career against the Angels, and more specifically here at the Big A, doing a nice job tonight. Franzen takes upstairs. He's 0 for 1 with a ground ball to short and a walk. This one, Sky down the right field line. Long run in for Nelson Cruz. Slides, and he can't get it. Well, that's a pretty good effort.
You go a long way for that foul ball. And Nelson Cruz trying to get a feel for where the wall was going to be, trying to slide and make that play. Just away from the glove.
Not a bad effort at all, especially considering he's had hamstring problems this year. Going all out. One pitch. Franzen, bouncer up the middle, base hit. Kevin Franzen with an 8-game hitting streak. Keeps the inning alive for Jeff Mathis.
Good approach, too, against Feldman for Franzen going up the middle. We saw Torrey Hunter doing the same thing. He's going to throw slow curveballs in the outer half and try to go fastball in the other outer half against right-handed batters, particularly trying to cut the fastball.
Mathis 0 for 2. He has popped out and hit a fly ball to right. Jeff fouls it back. No balls in the strike. Kevin Jepson is up and loosening now. The Rangers have the top of their order coming up in the 7th inning. Ball gets away from Trainer. Franzen advances.
Trainer tried to knock that down with the glove. On the backhand side, trying to knock it down. Didn't move his body over real well. Maybe a mistake by the Rangers. See if the Angels can take advantage of it.
Wild pitch for Feldman. And a 1-ball, 1-strike count on Mathis. 3-2 Texas here in the 6th inning. Mathis hard hit to short over the head of Andrus. Being waved around as Franzen. He will score. We are tied at 3. And you wonder how much Franzen disrupted the sight line of the shortstop, Elvis Andrus, on that ground ball.
It was almost like a guy standing in front of the goalie in hockey trying to screen him. Ball was hit very hard by Mathis. And Franzen waited the last second, jumps over it, gets by him, screens him very well. Last second, unable to see the ball, gets by him. So now we got a tie ball game. That mistake, the ball in the dirt. Hits him away, wild pitch. Well, it's good to see Mathis center up a baseball and get an RBI out of that swing.
Base hit and an RBI. Darren Oliver, the former Angel, listening now for Texas. The RBI for Jeff, his 6th of the year. And again, a little 2-out rally. The base hit by Kevin Franzen, followed by the base hit by Mathis. Now spins the lineup back to the top for Eric Ibar, who's 1 for 3 with an infield single. Feldman getting ready to throw his 100th pitch of this game. And Ibar lays off that breaking pitch, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Well, there's 2 balls and no strikes. Ibar has seen a bevy of breaking pitches throughout his first 3 at-bats. The strikeout that he had in the 3rd inning was on a fastball that was up.
Well, the way the outfield defense is playing, if there's a slow curveball, if he turns on it, he can run for a while to right center field. Another curveball.
2-0. That is yanked over the head of Smoke, but foul. Mathis cuts across the diamond to get back over to first base. And it's 2 balls and a strike.
Two-one count, always a good count for hit and run too. With Mathis runs very well for a catch of 2 stolen bases. Ibar able to handle the bat.
Fouls this one back. And it's 2-2. Both teams, Rangers and the Angels, 3 hits, 8 runs, 6 left on base.
Another breaking pitch.
Lays off that. Full count now. Mathis will be off the pitch with 2 outs. Got Howie Kendrick on deck. Hooked foul into the seats.
Another off-speed pitch.
With the left-hander up, Smoke, the first baseman, playing behind Mathis as he's going to be taking off. It looks like they're going off speed again. There goes Jeff, the 3-2, and that is looped into left field. And that's going to get down for a base hit. Hamilton was playing very shallow, so Jeff can only advance to second. So a bloop single for Eric Ibar, his second hit of the game. And make that 3 straight hits now for the Halos. And here comes Howie Kendrick.
Especially with the play right in front of him. Jeff Mathis did the right thing, staying there at second. Josh Hamilton has a very good arm. Well, Washington looks like he's going to go to the bullpen.
Well, Darren Oliver's ready to go. Instead of allowing Feldman to face the right-hand hitting Kendrick, he's going to go to the bullpen and bring Oliver in. And take the lefty-righty matchup with Abreu on deck. So it's kind of interesting. We'll see how it plays out. Scott Feldman is done tonight. He departs in a 3-3 tie here at the bottom of the 6th inning.
Third second base. Now pitching for Texas, number 28.
By Jack in the Box. Right now, get Jack's really big chicken sandwich combo served with curly fries and a drink for only $3.99 plus tax at participating restaurants. By Toyota. Get a great deal on Toyota's full line of hybrid and fuel-efficient vehicles at your Toyota dealer today. And by Jack Daniels. Your friends at Jack Daniels remind you to drink responsibly. Tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The first pitching change of the ball game. Ron Washington goes to the bullpen, and it's our in and out. Who's in, who's out? Darren Oliver, former Angel, back with his original ball club, the Texas Rangers, comes on to face Howie Kendrick. You see the overall numbers. He's been terrific. You wonder, oh, this is the right-hander coming up, but he has neutralized both, Gooby, lefties and righties this year.
And even when we saw him with the Angels, he was very effective against right-handed batters as well as lefties. ERA 1.27 on the season in 32 games for the Rangers. Fastball 88 to 91, curveball, slider, and a changeup. Scott Feldman, a pretty good job, not bad. The 3 walks hurt him a bit. It's that 2-out hit for the Angels that capitalized and got him back in the ball game and tied it up.
Well, his line still not done. He's responsible for the 2 guys on base. Howie takes that breaking pitch inside for ball 1. Darren Oliver last year 5-1 and a 2.71 ERA for the Angels in his 3rd and final season here. Facing Howie tonight, who's 1 for 3 with an RBI. Mathis at second. Ibar at first. Lays off the fastball, and it's 2 balls, no strikes.
And I always feel that a hitter is more comfortable against a pitcher you play with as a former teammate, because you're taking away that aggressive nature of the fastball inside. That fear factor is gone.
And Oliver has missed outside. It's 3-0. I guess the thinking could be, and Ron Washington saying, well, Feldman's out of gas. I'll bring in a fresh arm. Worst case scenario, if he doesn't do anything with Howie, I've got the matchup I want with Abreu anyways, who's on deck.
Makes sense, especially now you can see they're not really trying to go to the middle part of the play, trying to hit the inside corner, trying to go outside, start off with a breaking pitch to Howie, the first pitch out of his own.
3-0. Outside, and that's a 4-pitch walk, and they're loaded up for Abreu. Just the 8th walk that Oliver has issued this year. Forget the Angels have had grand slams in their last 2 games. Matsui and Brandon Wood, Saturday and Sunday, respectively.
It's hard to believe they had 0 the entire season last year.
Bobby hit the first one of the first road trip at Yankee Stadium. But he has scuffled against left-handed pitching. See how he does here against Oliver. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. Breaking pitch outside, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Mathis at third base, Ibar at second, Kendrick at first. Jeff Mathis with an RBI single here in the 6th inning with 2 outs to tie this game up at 3. They play Abreu the opposite way in the outfield. There's a strike.
And judging from those numbers, 3 for 15, Abreu's against Oliver. You're right. Maybe Ron Washington was thinking that if he didn't get Howie to swing himself down his zone, he walked him. He has better success against Abreu, the better matchup.
Teams this year against Oliver with the bases loaded 0 for 5. Abreu takes inside, and it's 2-1. Mentioned Bobby has scuffled against left-handed pitching this year, just a .218 average versus the .296 against righties. 2-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss on that breaking pitch.
Tried to pull that pitch. Would have been ball 3, too, out of the strike zone. Got to get back in that mode where we saw up in Toronto, where he went the other way, had a perfect swing, and then that got him hot again against left-handed pitching. Try to pull that baseball, they're going to stay away on you.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Oliver's ready for the pitch. Bobby fouls this one off to the left. Another 2-2. Down low, full count. Get the merry-go-round going here with 2 outs. Base runners will be off of the pitch.
Well, you wonder if Darren Oliver's going to throw that curveball once again. 3-2.
Payoff pitch. Abreu rips one down to the right field corner. Fair ball. That will clear the bases. Abreu in at second with a bases clearing double. And the Angels are up 6-3.
That did look like a breaking pitch. But this time got a lot of the plate. And Bobby Abreu did not miss this one. Took some pretty tough pitches on the inner half. Breaking pitch is spun out over the middle of the plate. Turns on it. Right down in that right field corner. Clearing the bags. 3-run double.
Here's Torrey Hunter. Takes inside for ball 1. 19th double of the year for Bobby. And with the 3 RBIs now, 42 RBIs on the year. It's our One West Bank, one person, one play of the night. Now they're going to walk Torrey to face Hideki Matsui.
So if you're the Angels, you just got to try to keep pouring on the runs. This Texas offense they keep coming at you.
This will be the second walk picked up by Torrey tonight to go with the 2 base hits. There's ball 4. So the book on Feldman is now closed. 5 runs, all charged to Feldman. But last run, the Kendrick run coming across is Oliver's. Alexio Gondo is beginning to loosen in the Texas bullpen. Mike Maddox paying a visit. The Angels have batted around here in the 6th inning. This inning started with Feldman retiring Rivera on a ground ball, Napoli on a fly ball to right.
Well, how many times have we seen since the Angels started playing some consistent baseball that they've done all the damage with 2 outs? And you got to give Kevin Franzen a lot of credit to get this inning started. Hit that ball right up the middle. Gets a base hit, and of course, gets a second on the wild pitch in the dirt and scores on that hard hit base hit by Andrews at shortstop by Jeff Mathis.
Here's Matsui now. A strikeout, a single, and a fly ball to right. Swings through that first pitch fastball, and it's 0-1. Almost a delayed reaction by Matsui on that swing.
Must have been guessing breaking pitch, first pitch.
Abreu at second, Hunter at first. 0-1. That's on the ground to the right side. Kinsler, nice play, ranging to his left, retires Matsui for the 3rd out. But the Angels score 4 runs. They do it on 4 hits. The big one, Bobby Abreu's bases loaded double. 6 complete here at the Big A. Angels up 6-3. Pinero's night is over as we go back and revisit the Hyundai key to the game for Pinero. And I believe you. I mean, that was supposed to be diver down. It didn't work. We see Kevin Jepson is now in the ball game. And he comes on and trying to keep things in check, facing the top of the order. It'll be Andrus, Young, and Kinsler.
Certainly Jepson with that very good fastball. Second in the American League as far as holds. Went through that tough part of this lineup. Andrews so difficult to get out for the Angel pitchers this season. Now you mentioned Pinero working down, diver down in the strike zone. The only time he was consistent with that sinker was when he needed it most in the 5th inning. He gets a ground ball to Vlad and a ground ball to Josh Hamilton to limit that damage. in that 5th inning. Only 1 run allowed, but the bases loaded, going through the heart of that lineup with no outs.
Only retired the side in order once. That was his last inning, the 6th. That one's on the corner, 1-2.
Oh, that was filthy, that cut fastball. 89 miles an hour on the outside corner.
Mentioned Kevin pitched on Sunday against the Rockies, went 1 inning, struck out a man, and gave up a hit. Elvis Andrus tonight 2 for 3. A couple of singles and a fly ball to left field. That pitch is low, and it's 2-2. That 5th inning was the one that Pinheiro really buckled down on. This one on the ground. Oh, he's got it, retires Andrus for the first out. Hey, all fans in attendance this Thursday will receive a free 2010 All-Star T-shirt courtesy of Gillette. Tickets for this game now available for 50% off in select seating areas when using the password USA at angelsbaseball.com or the Angels Stadium ticket window. 2 weeks from tonight, right here at the Big A, the 81st Midsummer Classic, only on Fox.
This year it counts.
This year?
Yep.
Oh, man, I thought we had stopped that.
Nope.
Wow. That's awesome. I'm going to tune in. Michael Young at the plate. Because if it didn't count, I would be watching. The other thing you got to watch out for, too, how about the Futures game on Sunday?
A lot of good players come through there. And your dad managing there, too, and Don Baylor.
Michael Young rolling one to short. High bar. Young is safe at first. Infield single. We also got the celebrity softball game on Sunday and then the home run derby on Monday.
And so she's going to go down and find out from Paul Emmel why he called him safe. Michael Young still runs pretty well. Nice play by Eric Ibar. Bet all you can do.
I think Emmel got the call right, at least from our vantage point. Tough to tell on that one.
It looked like he got his foot in before the ball went in the glove of Mike Napoli. Right there looked like he beat it out.
Good call. So man on. Good pitch by Jepson. Was not hit that hard. Eric did just about everything he could. Jepson facing Kinsler now with the one away and a man on. Pops it up. Jepson makes the catch.
It's one of those tough plays, too. As a catcher, your first reaction is going after the baseball, and Jepson running in. No real time to communicate the call who's going to get the baseball. Jepson aggressively makes the play.
There's Kinsler trying to bunt his way on and try to get a couple of men on for Vladimir Guerrero. Boy, what an athlete Kevin Jepson is.
As all pitchers are, right, Victor?
Well, Kevin is for sure. Here's Guerrero with one out. Or pardon me, 2 outs, 1 on. A single, a sac fly, and a fielder's choice.
Well, after that swing at that cut fastball on the outside part of the plate, boy, this is a time when you want to throw a fastball right around belt high inside on Vlad.
I just took 3 a leave after that swing. How does it not make you hurt?
Your back has to kill you after a swing like that.
'97, 0-2. Kevin not messing around with Guerrero.
Well, expand the strike zone right here. Bounce one. Although Vlad has some pretty good play coverage. Throw that slider. Get it off the plate.
Nice job by Mathis there, chasing that one and digging it out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You've got Josh Hamilton on deck. And the way Mike Scioscia has lined things up, at least for the better part of the season, has been Jepson and Rodney Cifuentes. 1-2. Drill to straightaway center field. Torrey Hunter not going to get this one. 2-run home run. It is 6-5 Angels.
When Mathis wanted that fastball in, it ended up being out over the plate. Boy, this Texas club is just relentless offensively. See, out over the plate, Mathis wanted that inside. You can see by his reaction, when you get a catcher reaching away, that's what happens. Exmo will show 4-seam fastball out over the plate. Vlad had some good swings on pitches out over the plate because he can get his arms extended.
This one on the ground at first. Napoli's got it. He'll take it himself for the 3rd out, but the Rangers get 2 on Vladimir Guerrero's 16th home run. 7th inning stretch time here at the Big A. Angels up 6-5. To 5 as Alexi Ogando takes over on the mound. It's 4 big league games this year. 3-0 record, a 0.00 ERA. A former outfielder converted to pitcher. Terrific arm. Takes over for Darren Oliver, who went 1/3 of an inning. Walked 2, including an intentional walk, and gave up a run on a hit. Here in the 7th inning, he'll face Rivera, Napoli, and Franzen.
Boy, in 4 games, 3-0 mark.
First pitch fastball is upstairs. Ogando not able to pitch in the United States for the last 5 years because of visa problems. The Dominican Republic, just 26 years of age. Major League Baseball lifting that ban, and obviously the State Department as well, in allowing and issuing a visa to Ogando. That was a strike, and it's 2-1. You saw Fernando Rodney loosening.
A live arm too. That fastball at 94.
Rivera pops it up. One out. Rivera's 0 for 4 tonight. Brings up Mike Napoli. It's tough to gauge a young man like Ogando because most of the numbers that he's capable of putting up are down in the Dominican Summer League, which obviously with this ability and this type of arm are going to be overwhelming against some of the young hitters that are down there. Napoli looks at a strike on the inside corner.
Should be a good challenge too for Mike Napoli. Good fastball hitter. Certainly going to see a good fastball here.
Ogando's been down to Double-A and Triple-A this year. That pitch is outside of the breaking ball, evens the count. No record and a 1 save, a 2.05 ERA in 18 games, including 3 starts for Frisco and Oklahoma City. Opponents have hit 130 against him in the minor leagues. 42 strikeouts, 11 walks.
Well, the Rangers are starting to develop some power arms throughout their entire system.
Napoli swinging through the breaking pitch. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mike tonight is 1 for 3. Had that home run in the 4th inning, his 14th of the year. That came off Scott Feldman, who gave up 5 runs in 5 2/3. He got him with a fastball. 2 outs.
Boy, had a couple tough sliders in it. Elevated a fastball at 96. Even a good fastball hitter can't catch up to a 96-mile-an-hour fastball at the letters.
There's Kevin Franzen, who with 2 outs in the 6th inning got a base hit that started the rally, with the Angels ended up batting around and scoring 4 times. Kevin with that base knock in the 6th inning, extending his hitting streak to 8 games. There's that slider. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And of course, advantage is always going to go to a young man like Ogando, who not too many guys have seen, especially with the stuff that he's possessing tonight.
Yeah, you're trying to guess along with him. He's going to try to throw a fastball on the outside part of the plate.
Franzen pops it up on the infield. Michael Young with the call. It's a 1-2-3 inning as the Angels go down in order. 7 complete here at the Big A. Angels up 6-5. we start the top of the 8th inning. Matching dues here at the Big A. 38,514 in the house. Game 1 of this 3-game series. It's in the Angels and the first place Texas Rangers. Fernando Rodney will take over here in the 8th inning. He takes over for Kevin Jepson, who went 1 inning, gave up the 2 runs on Vladimir Guerrero's 16th home run of the year. Fernando will be facing Cruz, Smoke, and Trainers, 6, 7, and 8 for Texas.
Well, the big thing for Fernando Rodney is to make sure he doesn't overthrow that fastball. He's had a very good moving fastball, anywhere between 94 to 97 miles an hour, and of course that great changeup and slider. But he's got to stay within his mechanics.
Frankie Francisco begins to lose in the Texas bullpen. Another fireballing right-hander. Good sinking fastball there from Fernando Rodney on Nelson Cruz. It is no balls and a strike. Cruz 0 for 3. A couple of fly ball outs and a ground out. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Trying to get him to climb the ladder, chase that high fastball. It's 1-2 on Cruz. Fernando pitched on the 26th. That was the Saturday game. Went 1 inning, gave up a hit. This was lined over the head of Eric Ibar. And a leadoff base hit. Got to go with that fastball again. And the leadoff man is on board. Hey, don't miss the AM 830 Charity Cooking Challenge at the ESPN Zone in downtown Disney tomorrow. The action starts at 10 a.m. Tickets include lunch and autographs. Visit am830.net to purchase those tickets today. Justin Smoke, the first baseman, is 0 for 3. A strikeout, a ground out, and a fly ball to left. The type of brand baseball that Ron Washington will be playing here in the 8th inning, down by a run, and with Smoke, a rookie up, followed by Trainer and then Bourbon. There goes Cruz. Pitches a breaking ball to throw down. It's not in time. Cruz got a great jump at the stolen base. And now Rodney's fallen behind at 2 balls and no strikes.
Cruz with good speed, 7 stolen bases coming in the game, got a great jump. Career high 20 last season. When he's healthy, he's got some good wheels.
Smoke ripping that, and Mike Napoli robbing him of extra bases for out number 1.
That was some kind of play by Mike Napoli. I thought for sure that ball's down the right field line. Great reaction to make that play. I mean, that ball was smoked down the line by Smoke. Great play by Napoli.
David Murphy is going to pinch hit here for Matt Trainer. Murphy takes a fastball for a strike on the inside corner. David, a .273 average on the year with a couple of home runs, 23 RBIs, 2 for 11 as a pinch hitter this year with an RBI. Matt Trainor's night comes to an end, going 1 for 2, including a walk. There's another fastball for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Well, a couple good fastballs. That one at 96 miles an hour.
This one's popped up and it will reach the seats on the third base side. So the count remains at 0-2. Forget tomorrow, game 2. Omar Beltre making his major league debut. He'll be going for Texas against the left-hander Scott Kazmir.
Trey with a good fastball. He's 90 to 94 range. He's also with a split finger fastball, a curveball, and a slider. Very big prospect in her system.
Got another one by the name of Tanner Shepers. Oh, 2. Fouled back. Nelson Cruz at second base. David Murphy with a no-ball, 2-strike count, trying to keep this a 6-5 Angel lead here in the 8th. One ball, 2 strikes. Either way, whether it's here in the 8th or in the 9th inning, the Rangers will get back to the top of the order. Murphy makes contact with Mathis's glove, and that's catcher's interference. Have we set a world record yet with catcher's interference this year?
Yeah, we've certainly seen a lot of that. Matsui's involved in a number of them himself.
Mathis gets charged with an error. Instead of an out on an 0-2 pitch, or an 0-2 count, now you've got runners at first and second and one away with Bourbon coming up. And then Andrus to follow. Long conversation on the mound with Fernando Rodney. And he's thrown 14 pitches, and here comes Bruce Dreckman.
Also have to be aware of the fact that sometimes in this situation, the Angels will put a pickoff on at second to try to keep Nelson Cruz close or get a quick out.
Number 29, center fielder Julio Bourbon.
Bourbon 0 for 3 with a couple of ground outs. Fly ball out. Franzen's playing in just about halfway. Now stepping onto the grass. Bourbon's got terrific speed as that pitch sails up and away for ball 1. Good changeup. Evens the count at 1-1.
And that's an excellent straight changeup. Stayed on top of it. Bourbon thinking fastball. Seems the arm slot that Rodney was thrown out of It being a changeup at 81 miles an hour.
Bourboin out towards right center field. Long run for Torrey Hunter. Makes the running catch. Cruz was halfway between second and third. Has to stay at second. What a play by Torrey Hunter.
No way. Well, we can see from this vantage point there was absolutely no chance that Torrey Hunter was going to make that play. Covered so much ground. That's why he's a 9-time Gold Glover. We're talking about a play that could save a game. Look how far Torrey Hunter's got to go to make this play. On the run, catches it and gets it in as quick as possible. That's unbelievable. Boy, when he hit that baseball, I'm thinking, oh, that's 2 runs. Because he's playing shallow. Bourboin's not a guy that's going to drive the ball too far. It's more of a contact line drive guy.
2 outs for Andrus, who swings through the fastball. Oh, 1 pitch. Check swing foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Elvis tonight 2 for 4. A couple of singles and a run scored. He's also picked up a stolen base. His 22nd of the year. That came in the 5th inning. That was the inning in which the Rangers loaded the bases against Pinheiro with nobody out. But managed to get just 1 run. Here comes the 0-2. Fastball low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. In the bottom of the inning, it'll be Mathis, Ibar, Kendrick. 9-1-2 for the Angels. Looks like they'll be facing Frankie Francisco, who's just playing catch in the Texas bullpen. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nelson Cruz at second, David Murphy at first. So good speed on the bases for Texas. Outfield is shallow all the way around. The 2-2. Chopper off the plate. Going to be a tough play for Franzen. No play at all. Infield single. So they're loaded up now for Michael Young. Kind of an odd inning. The catcher's interference. Now this infield single off the plate.
Andrews is hitting the ball into the ground. You have that type of speed, that's what you want now. Very tough hitter. And Michael Young, particularly with the bases loaded, he's had 357, but he's had a lot of success against the Angels in general throughout his career. Nearly 300.
First pitch fastball is away. Young's 2 for 4 with a couple of singles himself. 2 runs scored. Two balls and no strikes. In his career, Young 3 for 9 against Fernando Rodney. He's thrown 24 pitches here in this 8th inning. Breaks his bat and rolls one to short. Ibar's got him. Goes to first. High throw. Napoli keeps the foot on the bag. There is out number 3. Thank you very much, Mike Napoli and Torrey Hunter. We head to the bottom of the 8th. The Angels up 6-5. 1-0 coming across. It is 6-5 Angels here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Take a look at our Lexus Pursuing Perfection, Goober.
Well, what it's come down is Bobby Abreu, just a great at bat against Darren Oliver. 3-2 count, got a breaking pitch, turned on it, hit it in the right field corner for a 3-run double. The big difference in this game, that is our Lexus Pursuing Perfection. Great at bat for Bobby.
Max Ramirez takes over behind the plate. David Murphy had pitched in for Matt Trainer. He'll be catching a new arm. That is Frank Francisco, the right-hander. Comes on in place of Alexi Ogando, who went 1 inning and had a strikeout.
Well, Francisco's got a very good fastball, 92 to 96, a curveball, an above-average split-finger fastball.
Brian Fuentes up and loosening now. Come on, and pitch the ninth. Jeff Mathis swinging on the first pitch fastball, and he comes up empty. No balls to strike. Jeff tonight 1 for 3. Had an RBI single in that 6th inning. Came around to score a run. Oh, 2 pitch. Upstairs. Angels sending up 9-1-2 here in the 8th inning, trying to scratch out some insurance runs. Breaking ball is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Francisco has been scuffling of late, even though he's had 3 straight scoreless appearances. He's allowed runs in 4 of the last 9 games at a 6.23 ERA clip. And he misses upstairs with the off speed, so we've gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Overthrew that split finger fastball.
Ibar on deck. Here comes the 3-2. Mathis out towards left center field. Playable for Josh Hamilton. Run away. So back to the top now with Ibar stepping up. He's 2 for 4 with a couple of singles. A couple of runs scored. Ripped and just in smoke. Says, how do you like that, Eric Ibar? That just happened to me.
After some quick reactions. Ball was hit hard by Ibar. Almost got it by. Smoke would have been a double, possible triple.
So 2 outs for Howie Kendrick. In the 9th inning, Brian Fuentes will be facing Kinsler, Guerrero, Hamilton. 3, 4, 5 for the Texas Rangers. Brian, see him loosening out there. He's ready to go. Be looking for his 14th save of the year. In tight, evens the count at 1-1. Howie on the ground, past Michael Young and into left field for a base hit. So a 2-out knock. Second hit of the game for Howie brings up Abreu. Well, probably the last time up had a bases clearing double. With 42 RBIs on the season.
You got to believe Mike Scioscia is going to have Howie in motion here at some point. Max Ramirez had a tough time throwing out would-be base stealers, only throwing out 17%. Francisco not real fast to the plate. Got to get a runner in scoring position.
That's down and away for ball one, and that has been the knock on Max Ramirez throughout his career. Guy's better offensive catcher than a defensive one. He was the guy that's at the center of the proposed Mike Lowell deal. The Boston Red Sox in the offseason. One-0. 1-1. Like Frankie held that baseball just long enough to get Howie flat-footed at first.
He tried to bluff a steal to see if he can get a reaction out of Francisco. Nice job by Francisco just holding that baseball.
Two balls and a strike. The good old try box is back. Dino Abel on the left, Bobby Abreu on the top, and Howie Kendrick on the bottom. There goes Howie. Abreu takes a strike to third out from Ramirez. A one hopper, not in time. So still a base for Howie. Puts him in scoring position.
Well, a great jump by Howie to be able to get in a scoring position. Stolen base number 7. An opportunity for Bobby to have a huge game. He had that 3-run double back in that 6th inning. Could come through with a base hit. It was a 2-run lead.
2-2. Out towards center field. Playable for Bourbon. He's under it. That is 8 in the books here at the Big A. Brian Fuentes looking for save number 14. Angels heading to the 9th with a 6-5 lead. The Texas Rangers here in the ninth inning sending up Kinsler, Guerrero, Hamilton to face Brian Fuentes, who comes on in place of right-handed reliever Fernando Rodney. Brian with that 5.06 ERA, 13 saves on the year, will have his hands full here in the ninth inning.
Well, the key always for Fuentes is that first pitch, that command of that fastball in the outer half, and staying down in the strike zone, utilizing a big part of the ballpark, especially against these two right-handed power threats to start the inning.
Kinsler stepping up tonight, 2 for 3. A home run, a single, a walk, and a pop-up. Fuentes, the third reliever used by Mike Sosa tonight, on the heels of Yoel Piñeiro's 6 innings, 3 runs on 8 hits. One of those 8 hits allowed by Piñeiro was the first inning home run by Ian Kinsler, who put Texas up 1-0 at that point. The first pitch off speed is in for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch. Kinsler skies this one down the right field line. Long run over for Howie Kendrick and Mike Napoli. Kendrick can't get it. It is 0-2.
Well, Howie going a long way. Howie calling off Mike Napoli at the end. The ball gets by his glove. Kinsler with a break.
Oh, 2 to Ian. Fouled back. Brian picked up save number 13 on Saturday against the Rockies, working a scoreless inning, walking a man. That was the game that ended with the double play that started by Miguel Olivo lining out. And he got him with a high fastball. Down goes Kinsler. There's out number 1.
Great location of that fastball. Kinsler likes the fastball up, but if you can get around the letter high, you can get it by him even at 88 miles an hour.
Vladdy tonight 2 for 3, a single, a 2-run home run. That came in the 7th inning off Kevin Jepson. The home run is 16th of the year, and now with 63 RBIs since he had the sac fly in the 3rd. Extending his hitting streak to 6 games. No balls and 2 strikes on back-to-back hitters for Brian.
Again, throw this pitch way off the outside corner. Way off. Going fastball up. It's got to be off the plate.
1-2 now. You've got the left-hand hitting Josh Hamilton on deck. If this inning should continue, Nelson Cruz in the hole. Here's the 1-2. Fouled straight back. Angels trying to pick up a game on the Texas Rangers in the American League West, having rolled into this one 4.5 back. Just the third meeting of the year between these two teams. 1-2. Fouled straight back. And just for the record, if a Vladimir Guerrero foul ball comes this way,
you got the play.
Norm, you're in trouble, buddy, because I'm ducking. That last one a little bit higher on that net.
Fastball down and away. Stay down below knee level. Off the outside corner. The perfect pitch to be able to get Vlad.
2-2. Both of these teams have played well within the division. Rangers 13-5 against the West. The Angels 13-8. The 2-2. Full count. The payoff. Got it with a fastball. Down goes Vladdy. There's out number 2.
Outside fastball, knee level. Perfect location. Tried to elevate the last two before that. If Vlad wasn't going to swing at those pitches, this was in the perfect spot. I get a great view of this pitch. Outside part of the plate at 90. Next one will show that tough arm angle that Fuentes will throw the pitch from. Just off the corner, that's where you need to go against Vlad.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Kinsler and Guerrero to start this ninth inning. Here's Josh Hamilton. Grounder back up the middle. Ibar's got it behind the bag. On the first in time, light that baby up. The Angels have taken game one of this pregame series by the final of 6-5. Nice job by Yoel Pinheiro, number 1, who did not have his best stuff. By Bobby Abreu in a lefty-lefty situation. And how about Brian Fuentes with 3, 4, 5 up in the ninth inning, getting it done for 14th save of the year.
Boy, there's some great pitches. He had to go through the heart of that Ranger lineup. Two guys that have just been on fire. Vlad and Hamilton gets him out. Of course, Ian Kinsler, the same thing. He's had a great game, but Bobby Abreu's at bat against Darren Oliver after a couple tough breaking pitches. Down and away, gets a breaking pitch over the middle part of the plate and drives it down the right field line for a double. The Angels able to manufacture. Kevin Franzen started that inning, getting a base hit with 2 outs. Again, the Angels coming through with 2 outs, with 2 out approaches. Keep piling on, scoring as many runs as possible because this Texas club can swing the bat.
Yoel Pinheiro sticks around for the 6 innings. He picks up the win. He is now 8-6 on the year. Scott Feldman took the losses. He gave up 5 runs in this one in his 5 2/3. He goes to 5-7. And I mentioned Brian Fuentes notching his 14th save.